Yo, what's up? It's your boy Gabriel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. The content shared on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only. Always consult with your doctor or certified fitness professional before starting any new exercise or wellness program. By participating in any exercises or practices shared here, you do so at your own risk. What's up, everyone? My name is Gabriel Castillo, and I welcome you to my channel. So, man, I wanted to bring you guys this video and create this channel for you guys because I'm entering a new part of my life, and how this all started. Man, I was obsessed with working out in the past. So as a child, I played sports my whole life. I used to dance too. So I was a dancer, I played sports, and I was always looking for the edge to be able to get ahead, to get faster, to jump higher. But I found that my genes weren't the type to just naturally be blessed. I needed to work hard. So I developed this work ethic as I was young. And what I want to talk to you guys about is just how the journey started. So when I was young, I knew that I had to train harder to play sports, to get to where I wanted to go. And a lot of it had to do with visualization, with understanding my deficiencies and then stepping into that. And while I was in high school, and I played football. These were my main sports. I played football in high school, and then I danced. So then when I went to college at the University of Colorado, I walked on to play football. I was always told I couldn't go D1. I was told by my coaches, everyone around me, that I was D3 or D2, which was true because I wasn't that good. I started playing when I was like sophomore year of high school. But I knew the work ethic that I developed when I was a little kid. And I knew that when someone told me I couldn't do something, I would go out and do it. So what I decided to do was walk on to the D1 football team over at University of Colorado, which was extremely shitty. It's like a D3 school. But, and I made it. I made the team. And throughout that whole process, I learned a lot about what to eat. I learned about my body. I learned about how my body processes things. I used to gorge myself, man. I used to eat so much. My mom, as a dancer, a dance teacher, she had an eating disorder. So I had a bunch of bad habits that I learned through her, just through snacking and eating late at night and constantly eating, never really feeling full. And I didn't have an eating disorder in terms of bulimia, but I had an eating disorder in terms of binge eating. So when it came to my working out, I never could find a good base. I had to work out so hard just to be able to maintain a specific body type. And I never knew sports was going to be my path, but it was way back in the beginning when I was a dancer, a young kid. There was an older guy that was dancing, and he had this amazing stomach, beautiful six-pack. And his name was Bettis Richardson. He was actually on American Idol, which is really funny. But this dude had such a beautiful six-pack that I was able to touch it. I felt it. No homo, pause. But being able to feel the musculature and to like press into it, and that ingrained something within me. And I've never, throughout my whole life, I've never been able to attain a sexy, rock hard, perfect six-pack. Not until recently. Not until I came out here to Thailand and really cleansed my mind of all the stuff that held me back, right? There's a way we see ourselves, and there's what we truly are. And the ability to see yourself how you are, and to tell yourself the truth, and to harness that truth, and to go hard into that truth was something that I was just able to break through. And this is why this channel was created, to really teach you guys how to find that perfect balance and that perfect medium of understanding your own body, knowing what's good for you, knowing how your body reacts, and knowing how to train this. Because it wasn't until I learned how to trim the fat off my mind, which then correlated to trimming the fat off my body. Now I think a certain way, I'm clean a certain way, and my body looks a certain way and stays clean a certain way. There's no more fluctuation. And I used to fluctuate a lot because of the bad eating habits that I had. When I was in the University of Colorado, I walked on, right? So my whole goal was to prove people wrong, was to show people I can do what they said I couldn't. I was never in love with football. I was never in love with what I was doing at the time. I was obsessed with trying to prove people wrong. And there's no longevity in that. It gives you the power and the motivation to be able to go do it. But unless you love it, unless it's tied to something deeper within you, it won't last. So motivation is important, but the true key is discipline. And I was very undisciplined. I was smoking weed all the time. Even when I was playing football, I was the guy that had cannabis in the locker room. And my teammates were like, dude, is that you? It's loud up here, dude. Like, you got to make sure that that's cleared for the coaches. Man, I wasn't responsible in that way. And I didn't take myself serious. And I thought it was something that I could just handle and balance everything. And I was in great shape. I was able to make the team and do everything that I needed to do, but I wasn't thriving. I wasn't excelling. And it wasn't until about a month ago that I decided to quit. And when I played football, that was, 12 years ago? It must have been 2020, 21 latest when I graduated. And now here I am, 33. And I'm looking back at my life and seeing how everything transpired and what kept me where I was. And I'll be honest with you guys, and I might be talking to a mirror, because when I talk, I'm speaking to myself, okay? I'm not trying to tell you guys anything. That is not what this is. This is all just friendly advice and me sharing my story and being able to possibly reach you in a way so you can avoid some of the traps and pitfalls that I ran into. But I was very ignorant, and my ignorance kept me where I was, making me think I was excelling, but really I was just staying where I was. So right now, as a initiated medicine man, I won't go too far into that, I found my perfect balance of being able to work out for my health, not for my body, for my mind, not for my body. It wasn't to look good or to look sexy. I had to change my programming. I was programmed as a kid to want that six pack, to look sexy, to be this as sexy as possible, because there was this need to be sexy where I could live out my programming, right? I grew up in the age where porn just became accessible. So being able to see all these things and compare myself to other people, I was really making this toxic. And there was a lot of toxic ideologies and thoughts in my mind. And I had to learn how to reprogram my mind. And it wasn't until I went on my own journey, my own personal journey, to detach from all the ideologies, everything that was around me, to really figure out, who am I? Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is my superpower? What is my medicine? What is my story? And that's exactly why I'm bringing this to you, because one of the biggest parts of my story was the working out, was the training for athletics, and learning all the skills to be able to work out in a way that I was able to demolish the average Joe inside the gym. Right? Do you guys go to the gym and have people staring at you because you're doing some advanced shit? If not, then we're going to be able to tap into that, right? I'm here to teach you how to trim the fat off your mind, so then you can have a body like Bruce Lee. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Gabriel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel.